We are not trying to please people but God, who tests our hearts high and heavy. True integrity means living for an audience of one, God, not the approval of people. Have you ever felt pressure to impress people? To change who you are just to be accepted? In 1 Thessalonians 2, Paul reminds us that pleasing God, not people, is what truly matters. The real question is, whose approval are you living for? Here are 3 lessons from 1 Thessalonians 2, verses 4 through to 6. First, integrity begins when you stop pleasing or performing for people. In Galatians 1, Paul boldly says, "If I were still trying to please people, I will not be a servant of Christ." Amen. The world pushes us to seek likes, validation, and applause. But God calls us to faithfulness over fame. Amen. Brethren, you can't serve 2 masters. Will you serve people or God? Second, God's approval lasts, but man's approval fades. In Matthew 6, Jesus warns us, "Do not do your good deeds before men to be seen by them." Amen. People's opinions shift, but God's truth remains constant. My dear friend, live for eternal rewards, not temporary applause. Ellen G. White, in the book Steps to Christ, page 17, wrote, "It is the first and highest duty of every rational being to learn the will of God and live to please Him." Amen. Third, God looks at the heart, not the performance. Amen. In 1 Samuel 16, God tells Samuel, "Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." Amen. It's not about how religious you seem, but about who you are before God. Amen. Beloved, God doesn't want a performance. He wants a relationship. Amen. Living for God's approval frees you from the exhausting cycle of people pleasing. Amen. Today, pause and ask yourself, am I living for God's approval or people's opinions? Or do I care more about what others think than what God sees in me? And am I seeking likes, applause, or true spiritual growth? If you are ready to live for an audience of one, pray this with me. Lord, I don't want to live for human approval. I want to please you first. Help me walk in integrity and seek your will above all. Amen. God's approval lasts forever. People's opinions fade. Will you live for Him today? The renowned evangelist Mark Finley says, "There is no greater peace than knowing you are in the center of God's will, regardless of who approves or disapproves. When you live for God's approval, you find true freedom. Amen. Thanks for watching. Hey, let's talk. Subscribe, like, and share with friends and family as we start pleasing God rather than people. I will see you soon in my next video. God bless.